Hello, welcome to Flow and Open with Amy. This is the Moab Warrior Flow. So we are doing this practice in the middle of Moab, Utah. Wanted to welcome you here to this beautiful part of the United States. This flow is going to leave you feeling strong and empowered as we really connect with and embrace our inner warrior. So for today's practice, no equipment is required. As always, I'm just here as a guide. I want to encourage you to follow your breath and your body and your needs today. So for this practice, let's go ahead and start standing at the top of the mat. So find yourself at the top of your space. Bring the feet hip distance apart. Really put each of your toes into the ground. Just take a few moments here to really ground and find your footing, find your center, connect with your breath. So inhale, open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Beautiful. One more just like that. Inhale. And open the mouth, exhale. Good. This time as you exhale, let's keep the lips closed. So inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Good. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And as you take these next few breaths, inhaling and exhaling out through the nose. For this practice, I want you to start bringing your awareness to your own inner warrior, your own power that you have. And what makes you feel empowered? What makes you feel strong? What makes you feel like a warrior? And warriors are strong, they are rooted, they are connected to their truth, connected to their heart space, connected to love. And so as we move and start to connect our breath with our body movements, just keep this inner awareness, this inner focus on what makes you feel empowered, what makes you feel strong. What makes you feel like a warrior? Good. On your next breath in, let's reach the arms all the way up overhead, bringing some movement to this breath. As you exhale, cactus the arms out to the side, bringing the elbows down and fold forward over your legs. Dropping the head. Inhale, lengthen the spine, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press down through your feet, reach the arms all the way up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, the palms come back down to your heart center. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. This time as you exhale and cactus the arms, twist to the right, just a gentle spinal twist. Inhale, reach the arms back up, look towards the front of your mat, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, press down through the feet, reach the arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale and cactus, twist to the left this time, a gentle twist. Inhale, arms reach up, face the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins. And this time as you exhale, bring the palms down to the mat. I want you to step your right foot back. So we're going to come into warrior one here. So you're going to bring that back foot at about a 45-degree angle. The front heel is intersecting the back arch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Turn your hips to face the front of your mat. So if it's too challenging for that front heel to intersect the back arch while keeping your hips forward, you can move the feet out a little wider as if they were on like railroad tracks instead of walking a tightrope. Bend into that front knee. Feel rooted and strong through your core, the center of this pose. Inhale, get long through the side body, reach your fingertips up. As you exhale, open up to Warrior Two, facing the long edge of your mat, bringing your chest to face that side, still bending into that front knee. Good. Opening your heart in this Warrior Two pose. Warriors always lead with an open heart. As you inhale, reach that arm up towards the sky, finding a reverse warrior, letting that right hand just drop to touch the back leg. And as you exhale, come forward into extended side angle, bringing that left elbow to the front thigh and reaching that right arm either straight up, or maybe you decide to fully extend the angle and reach the fingertips towards the front of your mat. So you're finding a long stretch across the right side of the body, really pressing down through the knife edge of that back foot. Take a couple breaths here. Press your shoulder down out of your ears. Good. Next, inhale, reverse the warrior once again, bringing that front arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let's cartwheel the hands down to frame that front foot. Step back into plank pose. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Release the toes. Inhale, lift the heart up. Find your version of cobra pose. And exhale, send the hips up and back and find downward facing dog. Let's take a couple breaths in this down dog here. So really just allow your body to feel out this shape for you today. For me right now, that's feeling like walking my dog, alternating, lifting my right and left heels. Just finding some gentle movement in the upper body as well. This is my first downward dog today also. So really feeling what this feels like for me. Good. Walk the feet up to meet the hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, bring the hands to shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down, bring the hands down to the earth. This time we're going to step the left foot back and find Warrior One on the other side. So bring that back foot to about 45 degrees. Turn the hips forward. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, bending into that front knee. Good. So in order to keep the hips square, you might not be able to find a really deep bend in that front leg, and that is okay. Just feeling powerful, feeling strong in this Warrior One. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, open up, find Warrior Two. Turn to face the long edge of the mat, extending the fingertips towards the front and the back, opening the heart, spreading it wide. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior. Reach that front arm up towards the sky, keeping the bend in that front knee. And as you exhale, find extended side angle on this side, bringing the right elbow to the right thigh, and either lifting that left arm straight up or continuing to extend the angle as you bring the fingertips to reach the front of your mat. And I always have to remind myself in this position to pull that left shoulder down out of my ear. Beautiful. Taking a few deep breaths here, giving that left side of your body some love. On your next breath in, reverse the warrior, reach that front arm back up towards the sky. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame that front foot. Step back into plank pose and move through your vinyasa once more, slowly lowering either all the way or halfway. Inhale, lifting the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And once again, just a couple breaths in down dog to reset. Down dog is always a great shape to just kind of reset. Just check in. Maybe if you've lost your breath, this is a good shape to remind yourself to come back to it. Our breath is our most trusted guide. Good. Walk the feet up to the hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, palms down to the earth. Let's step that right foot back again. We're going to add on to this warrior flow here. So inhale, rise up, find warrior one. Lift the heart up towards the sky. And this time, let's interlace the fingers at the low back and pull the knuckles down towards the earth, just lifting our heart even higher. Pressing the chest forward, opening up through the chest, through the heart. Good. Release the fingers, lift them up towards the sky. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Face the long edge of your mat. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And as you exhale, extend the side angle. Let's pause here for just one round of breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reverse that warrior once again, reaching the front arm up towards the sky. And this time as you exhale, come back into warrior two. And we're going to turn to face the front of the mat to find a high crescent lunge. So coming up on the ball of that back foot, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. So this is different from warrior one because we're up on the ball of the back foot instead of having it at that 45-degree angle. So we're going to transition into tree pose from here. So you have the option to just step up to the top of your mat and find tree pose. Or if you want to try keeping the balance, you can lift that back foot up off the mat, put all the weight into the front foot, bring the knee to 90 degrees, and find your tree pose. So bringing that right foot anywhere on the left leg that it wants to go, ankle, calf, inner thigh, just not pressing on the knee. So find your balance here first, and then inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, grow your branches. So not only are warriors empowered, they also have balance in their life. They move from a place of balance, which is what we're practicing here in our tree pose. Stay with your breath, inhaling and exhaling out through the nose. Good. Let's bring the palms down to heart center. Slowly release that foot, bring it back down to the mat, facing the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palms down. This time we're going to step our left foot back. And rise up into your warrior one, right foot forward. Good. Once you've found your center in your warrior one, let's take that heart opener once again. So bring the fingers behind to interlace, and this time put the opposite thumb on top. So it might feel a little awkward or a little weird. Pull those knuckles down towards the earth, lift the heart up, open up the chest and the shoulders. Good. Interlace those fingers, reach the arms all the way up, take a big inhale. As you exhale, open up to warrior two, turn those hips, turn the chest, keep the bend in the front knee. Next inhale, reverse the warrior, reach that right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, extend the side angle, bring the front arm to the front thigh, Back arm reaches straight up or fingertips towards the front of the mat. Stay here for one full round of breath. Good. Next inhale, reverse that warrior once again, keeping the bend in the front knee. As you exhale, come back to warrior two. And we're going to turn, come up on the ball of that back foot to find our high crescent lunge on this side. Still bending into that front knee, shooting energy out through that back heel. My back leg still very active, very engaged. Keeping the belly button pulled in to protect the low back. Good. We're going to find our tree pose on this side. So if you want to just step the foot up and touch the toes to the earth before finding your tree pose, or if you want to keep the balance, put all the weight in that front foot. Bring the back foot up to 90 degrees in front of you, and then find your tree pose. Bringing that heel into whatever part of the right leg, as long as it's not the knee, that feels good to you. Once you've got your balance, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And in these balancing poses, what really helps me is finding one still spot. It could be on the ground, it could be right in front of me, or maybe if I want to challenge my balance, looking up. But finding something still to keep my focus on, almost like a meditative state. Right? So when we feel balanced in our lives, or if we're looking for balance, sometimes looking for that anchor, knowing what that anchor is in our life can help us feel balanced and bring us back to this feeling of balance. One more breath. Good. As you exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Slowly release the foot. Beautiful. Facing the front of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And this time we're going to separate our feet a little wider than hips distance. We're going to come down into Malasana, yogi squat. So bring the feet a little wider than hip distance. Maybe turn the toes out a little bit, about 45 degrees or as much as you need. And just sink all the way down. Find your yogi squat. Allow your low back to just enjoy this posture. So when I'm here in this shape, I really like to intentionally send my breath to my low back, really all across my back. And I can really feel the space being created there in this shape. If you struggle with this, you can always place a block or a book or some sort of support below your butt to help. Or if it's ankles, you can always roll up a towel and place that below your ankles if you don't have this type of mobility. Once again, finding what works for you and your body. Child's pose is also always an option as well. And so as we start to wind down this practice, coming back to what makes you feel empowered, what makes you feel strong and connected to your truth. So let's bring our hands down behind us, come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Just keeping the spine long. Place the hands on the knees. Maybe close your eyes or find just a soft gaze. What makes me feel empowered? What connects me to my truth? What makes me feel strong? So as we do with Flow and Open with Amy, we flow, we find flow first. And then we open our hearts, open our minds through journaling. So the journaling prompt that I leave you with today is, what makes me feel empowered? Let's take a few deep breaths, just letting that word empower reverberate through your body. Beautiful. On your next inhale, really reach the arms all the way up overhead, pressing the shoulders down, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart center. Slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. Thank you so much for letting me guide you today. It is such an honor to share this space with you. I will see you next time. Bye.